There is nothing graver that you could possibly say as a United States Senator than encouraging, urging, directing members of the armed forces of the United States or the clandestine services of the United States to defy their president, defy their chain of command, defy their superiors. To say such a thing would require you to have and to present to the nation some extraordinary scandal beyond even our wildest imagination, which of course they don't have, because every single thing that this president has done has been not only lawful, but has been repairing and reversing the unlawful and unconstitutional behavior of the previous administration, which opened our nation's borders up to millions of illegal aliens and foreign terrorists and gang leaders and cartel operatives and everyone else threatening peace, safety, and public order in the United States.
For years, the Democrats have been harping about the January 6th insurrection and how Donald Trump is going to subvert our democracy, only to turn around and then do it themselves. And that, of course, is what we're going to see being discussed today with Mark Halperin and Scott Jennings over on the Two-Way Broadcast. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe on this video so we can break through the algorithms. Here we go.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris Deluzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow. I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
And the intelligence community.
Who take risks each day
To keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals
against American citizens.
like us. You all swore an oath.
To protect and defend this Constitution.
And right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
But from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
you must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law.
Or our Constitution.
We know this is hard.
And that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
In the Army,
Our Navy,
The Air Force.
Your vigilance is critical.
and know that we have your back.
because now, more than ever,
The American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws.
our Constitution,
And who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
don't give up.
don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
Scott, the reason I think MAGA and people like Stephen Miller are crying crocodile tears over this thing is you guys can sit through like Tucker battling it out, Candace and Charlie Kirk, just people just in MAGA just at each other's throats, and then the next day everybody's unified. And now you're on your fainting cows because a bunch of Democrats are doing a video saying don't break the law. Like why are people in MAGA so exercised by this?
Well, I mean, first of all, how is the president pitting the military against American citizens? I don't know what they mean by that. A. B. What are the illegal orders? What are they talking about? It's like they live in an alternate reality. They live in a movie. They live in a TV show where something that's they claim is happening is not actually happening in reality. I don't know what illegal activity they're talking about, but I do know what illegal activity they're recommending. And they're trying to get people in the chain of command to disobey the commander in chief, which would be a terrible idea.
But they're saying don't obey legal orders, which is not
what orders.
I don't know, but I didn't hear them advocate breaking the law.
Well, I mean, I think they're trying to influence members of the military to, start to determine all orders are illegal orders just because they don't like Donald Trump. That's the way I took it. I mean, what are they trying to foment insurrection in the ranks of the military? I mean, what are they doing?
They're saying if you're being asked to do something illegal, you can come forward.
What is it?
I don't know, but
one example.
I'd like to hear an example, but I don't understand why people are so upset by this.
Look,
they're not advocating anything illegal. I'm not trying to fight with you. I'm just truly mystified because I've heard from like 20 people about this.
This goes to the core argument that Democrats have made for 10 years about Donald Trump. They've never gotten over it. He is the legitimately elected president of the United States. He was in 2016. He was in 2024. He is presently the legitimate commander in chief. But you have this group of Democrats who have tried to treat him like an illegitimate president every step of the way for the last decade. This is the latest installment in this fantasy that Donald Trump isn't actually supposed to be able to act as the president or the commander in chief or whatever. And so, I mean, to me, I think this is going to backfire on them. I think this is fan service for the fever swamps of the left, but to the average American, it's going to sound crazy.
So I kind of find it funny that Mark Halperin's out there saying, well, okay, you have all of these senators and representatives, and they're not encouraging the military to do anything illegal. They're just saying, hey, don't obey illegal orders, which of course is actually law in this country. All right. But what's the intent behind all of this? It's to paint Donald Trump and his administration as basically doing things that are illegal. Okay. But what's actually happening here? We're simply having the federal government enforce federal law, something, of course, that we all expect would be happening. However, in some of these blue states and cities where you actually have people coming out and interfering with that process, and by the way, not being stopped by the local authorities, guess what Donald Trump has done? He has called in the National Guard. And both of these things are things that have happened in the past. Yes, we have called in the National Guard when federal law is not being enforced. Yes, we have federal agents that enforce federal law. This is nothing new, and it shouldn't be a big surprise. But of course, what the Democrats are trying to say is that Donald Trump is obviously doing things that are illegal, right? Stand up to the abuses of his power, deporting criminal illegal aliens and all of that stuff. And don't forget, the very same people that actually say Donald Trump is breaking the law are the same people who encourage law breaking themselves, all right? Don't forget the day of rage during the summer of love, right? Go ahead and let rioters ruin the cities. Go ahead and let them burn down things. Go ahead and let them kill people over political differences. Don't forget allowing theft up to $1,000, right? Because obviously people got to steal in order to eat and live their lives. And of course, don't forget releasing criminals back out onto the streets with no cash bail. Right? Basically encouraging more criminality. And now compound that with resisting federal law enforcement, right? Go ahead and be out there protesting ICE, blocking roads, attacking facilities, essentially, right? That's why the National Guard has been called in. However, of course, if Donald Trump says we're going to enforce our federal law and we're going to use the National Guard to do it, now the Democrats are out there saying resist, right? Don't follow illegal orders. But what part is illegal? And that, of course, is what Scott Jennings is pointing out. What is Donald Trump doing that runs afoul of the law? Because over and over and over again, we've seen case after case where Donald Trump has emerged victorious because guess what? He's actually using the military in a legal way. And it's not against the American citizens. It's in support of the American citizens by getting rid of illegal immigrants, whether they've committed violent crimes since being here or not. And I've got to say that these Democrat tears are getting more and more delicious every single day. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and say hi to your mom for me. Do you like t-shirts? Of course you do. And now you can support the channel by buying an Angry Teacher t-shirt designed by me, Angry Teacher. So if you like America, if you like freedom, if you like liberty, then go ahead and click the link in the description where all designs, of course, are 100% mother approved. So enjoy yourself and find something you like today.